exciting life. But all Ralph thinks about is his duty. I hate him for it.
And you pretended to love him. You knew how I loved him. Yet you took him from me. You let me humiliate myself at your wedding. You persuaded me to stay here when every instinct urged me to go away.
I'm getting a little tired of having you remind me of mistakes I'd sooner forget. I once begged you to stay. Now I'm telling you to go.
And leave Ralph to your tender mercies? No.
If you think I'm going to have you here making love to my husband... You fool! To do that to me. Who is it?
Ralph.
One moment. Come in.
Well, they've gone.
Were they difficult?
Not more than usual.
What about the highwaymen?
We've arranged road patrols. We hope to catch them unawares.
Indeed. You must tell me all about it later. Is that what you mean by taking an interest in my husband's affairs?
I must go.
Well, Ralph, to what do I owe this early call?
Barbara, I'm worried about you. This lying in bed half the day.
Well, why should you worry, since I'm always unaccompanied?
I've noticed a strange restlessness in you lately. You've not been yourself.
What is myself?
I don't really know. Barbara, I'm afraid I've been selfish. I think it would do us both good to go to London for a change.
Oh, no, thank you, Ralph. I don't want to go.
But you complain so often about being buried in the country.
Well, I've changed my mind. There's an interest, an excitement in the country, of which I never dreamed.
Oh, you devil, to take my rings!
Now the earrings.
No! No! Ah!
I'll never forget your generosity. That's all I'll take from you.
I'll do more. I'll make her a gift.
Somebody's coming. Quick, back to your horse.
Why did you shoot that horse? I'd rather kill a man any day.
You won't when you've been as near to wearing a type-on tippet as I have.
But highway robbery's a hanging matter anyhow.
You've a fairer chance of buying an acquittal if you're not a killer. As for horses, no one's fonder of a prancer than I am, but your first aim is to avoid pursuit.
Yes, you're right. There's still much you can teach me of the road.
It's not of the road that I want to teach you tonight. Let's go to the inn.
On our land for 140 years. I don't ask much from him, but I demand courtesy to my tenants and friends.
It seems only yesterday, but in fact it's almost a year, since we were here celebrating our young friend's wedding.
Ah, that's right. They didn't waste no time, did he, lad?
I know it was a disappointment to my friend Tom Cottrell here when young Ned decided to forsake farming for a more exciting life. But now there's another Cottrell to carry on the old tradition.
Ah, we're more to follow, never fear.
And so I ask you to drink to the health and happiness of this newest member of a grand old English family. To the future farmer Cottrell.
Hey, boy, here's the young
Have no drink, milady.
Thank you. What is this new and exciting life of yours, Ned?
And with a coaching company, my lady. A guard.
Are you indeed? That must be very interesting.
Aye. And responsible, too.
I hope you guard your passengers well.
Oh, we don't bother with no passengers, my lady. I'm on the baggage coach. We take valuables, not human souls.
I see. Do you sometimes guard really precious freight?
Aye, I do that. Gold and bullion and all.
Well, that sounds most exciting. When do you do your next important journey?
Well, lady, I'm not supposed to say like. But it's all right telling you. Thursday. Gold for a London bank.
Your way, gallant and gay, love steals your heart. Then when you meet, hands at your feet, life is complete when love steals your heart.
Where's Barbara?
Gone to bed with one of her headaches.
Late in the day, light lights away, breaking your head apart.
Caroline.
Yes?
Oh, nothing.
Gray skies above, sad sings the dove. Where is your love? He's gone with
Caroline, why are you crying?
I can't bear to see you so unhappy.
I don't deserve happiness after what I did to you.
You couldn't help it.
A man can help doing what he knows to be wrong.
But it wasn't wrong for you to marry the woman you loved. It would have been if you hadn't. To yourself, to her, to me.
I don't love Barbara. I know now I never did.
But then why...
How can one explain a moment of madness? Why I could ever have believed that I loved her. Or that I didn't love you.
But
I
Ralph...
realized it when it was too late. I've gone on realizing it. I love you, Caroline.
You mean you're fond of me?
No, I love you. I long to hold you in my arms, to have you with me, always.
Oh, I've lived all my life for this moment.
Say that again. Look at me and say it again.
I've lived all my life for this moment.
You love me, too.
Ever since I can remember.
Then, why did you make it so easy for me to marry Barbara?
Because I love you.
You make me feel ashamed.
No, Ralph.
If you're thinking of Barbara's feelings,
She has no feelings.
then why...
I'm thinking of us. We're not made for deceit and intrigue.
I'll get a divorce.
Perhaps one day that may be easier. But you know how impossible it is now.
I'll apply to the ecclesiastical courts.
And get a private bill passed by both houses of Parliament and the Royal Assembly. No, Ralph. You're blamed for so much as it is. Think what your enemies would make of a real scandal.
We're entitled to fight for our happiness.
The things you stand for are more important than us. We must part.
Caroline, no.
We must. Now we know we love each other.